Here's a quick video on how to use the update modify task to basically rerun Keepa if Keepa did not complete, or you're seeing a message that says no file found when it's trying to run Keepa. What you can do is start by looking in the output folder. This is where all of the files are saved when you run a scrape. So for example, when I run a scrape with Coles, first it saves all the links. Then it runs through the actual scrape and saves this Coles data file, and it creates these Keepa ASIN files based on the number of UPCs that are in this file. So I would assume in this case there are some between 50 and 60,000 UPCs because it breaks these out into chunks of 10,000. So if you see this and you basically have a message saying the script is complete, that it needs to run Keepa, this is where you would run update modify date. What that does is the automation looks for files that have been modified within the last 30 minutes. So you can see these are old files. They haven't been modified. They were generated and completed around the same time. But I need to update them with today's date and time so that I can rerun that Keepa process and complete the scrape. So what I'm looking for is the name of the file that's in here, the data file. So in this case, it's Coles_data XLSX, and then it'll ask you the number of Keepa files. Well, I can look in here, I'm sorted by date modified. I can see there were 6 Keepa ASIN files created. So when I run update modify date, it gives a little bit of a brief explanation at the top, including the format, but basically I'm going to tell it Coles_data.xlsx, which is this correlates with that file that's in that folder. And then it asks you the number of ASINs. And if I do 6, it's now going to update all of these. So now you can see the timestamp for the data and for these 6 files have all been automatically updated. And now Keepa is going to run. You can see it launching the Keepa process. It'll start loading these files in one by one, just like it would have done in the middle of the script. So if for any reason the script stops and you're stuck at the Keepa portion, you notice there's a data file that's still in the you're in this folder here, then that's your cue to basically run this update modify date. And this is going to go through and load the files and do that one by one like it normally does. So you will be able to find that update modify date icon. It's on the desktop. And again, start by looking in your output folder so you know what to put in. Look for the data file because these data files automatically get moved to history when it's done successfully. So you can see there's like these are the ones that have successfully completed and generated scrapes. If you see a data file that's still in the output folder here, that means it basically didn't complete the scrape, especially along with the corresponding Keepa files here. So I would just run my update modify date. It restarts Keepa, completes the rest of the scrape, generates that spreadsheet, and then I know to look in my scrapes folder, and that's where it'll be once it's complete. So that's how you use that feature. If you run into any problems, definitely hit me up on Discord, and hopefully this has helped.